To add borehole data to your Civil 3D drawing, you will need to import from a file. The Geotechnical Modeler supports three file formats: CSV, gINT CSV, and AGS. gINT CSV was added in 2023 and can be used for direct import of gINT data sources. AGS is a common industry format and is supported by many geotechnical platforms and applications. AGS files can be opened, viewed, and edited in Notepad. The AGS file shown here is a sample data set provided by Autodesk, which you can find in the default installation folder. CSV is the another file format that you can use. CSV imports must include a locations file, geological file, and optionally an orientation and inclination file. The sample file provided by Autodesk will help to understand the format required for each CSV file. The location details file that contains the coordinate for the boreholes. The data in the file is used to place civil 3D points at the borehole locations. The column headers displayed here are required for all locations detail file which are while other fields are optional. The field geological description or lithology file is required to define the subsurface materials and their corresponding depths. This data is imported into the local borehole database and appended to the borehole records. When using tools in the geotechnical modeler to successfully import the lithology, the following columns headers are required while the other field formats are optional. The orientation and inclination file can be used to set the XY orientation and vertical inclination for 3D stick logs. This file is optional and is not required for CSV imports. In preparation of importing borehole data, assign a coordinate system to your drawing. In the drawing settings, on the Units and Zone tabs, set the coordinate system for your drawing. The Geotechnical Modeler will automatically transform borehole data from other coordinate systems. To import borehole data, go to the Geotechnical tab in the ribbon and select Manage Data. Start by creating a new borehole project. Borehole projects are saved in local geotechnical database by default. Assign the project coordinate system used to acquire the borehole data. This is important to transform coordinates if captured in a different coordinate system. Select Import borehole data from file, choose the file type, then browse and select the file. For CSV imports, pick any of the following CSV files and click Open. When importing CSV files, you can specify the delimiter, text qualifier, and field mapping for the locations detail file, lithology file, and hole orientation file. The data preview windows displays the column headers from the respective CSV file. In the field mapping options below, you will need to associate the column header from the CSV file to borehole parameter. The required field must be included in the CSV file to proceed. Switch over the lithology and hole orientation tables to map each CSV file with its geotechnical parameters. Although the location details and lithology CSV file are required, the whole orientation file is optional. When you are all set, click Import Data. Review the import data results to confirm the expected number of boreholes have been imported and to learn of any issues. Imported borehole data is added to the local geotechnical database on your system but will not initially display in your drawing. To display the boreholes in your drawing, select Add boreholes to drawing. Review the on-screen message to validate how many points will be imported, then press Yes to zoom extents. Boreholes are imported as Civil 3D point object and use the point object and label style. In the Prospector tool space, you can view the point list for the boreholes. The newly created point groups will be used by Geotechnical Modeler to override points and label styles.